So in this video right here, which y'all probably gonna have to go on my YouTube to see it because it's kind of long, so y'all won't see it on here. But basically, the dude right here, he is breaking down how basically anything that you need a license for is technically illegal, meaning that the only thing that makes it legal is because you have a license for it, if that makes sense. So boom, for instance, if you get caught driving without your license, right, then you driving illegally just because of the fact that, you know, you need a license in order to do something that's illegal. So, but let's say you got a horse and you riding a horse. You don't need no license to drive no fucking horse. So you wouldn't need a license to ride a horse nowhere. But
all licenses are a fraud. Brace yourself. Let's go. Book reference. The term license is defined in law as, quote, a permit to do something illegal. What? Hold up. Run that back. The term license is defined in law as a permit to do something illegal. Somebody might be like, well, that's your opinion. See Black's Law Dictionary, 6th or 7th edition. Receipts, book reference, license, certificate or the document itself which gives permission. Are you listening? Therefore, all licenses are permits to violate the only real law. Inalienable rights are the rights bestowed by God at birth upon all living men. All other laws are subordinate to God's law. All other laws are subordinate to God's law. Bing bong. The controlling de facto government wants us to rely on their laws, so they demand that we apply for a license. You see the trick? For example, a driver's license, a marriage license, a gun license, etc. Anything that they say requires a license. That's pretty much everything. Somebody might ask, well, how do they get away with it then? They succeed in this intimidation through the corporate courts and police enforcement by so-called officers who have been brainwashed and reinforced by mandatory training programs. Wow. Book reference. States cannot license rights. A state may not impose a charge for the enjoyment of a right granted by the federal constitution. Did you hear that? No state may convert any secure liberty into a privilege and issue a license and a fee for it. Maduk vs. Penn. If the state does convert your rights into a privilege and issues a license and a fee for it, you can ignore the license and a fee and engage the right with impunity. Shuttlesworth vs. Birmingham. Receipts. Remember earlier how I mentioned a marriage license? Check this out. Those who apply for and marry pursuant to a marriage license have added a third party to their marriage contract. The third party is the master, by and through his agent, the corporate state. What? The marriage license gives the state the legal right to decide the fate of the husband, wife, and possessions they procure during their marriage. Keep in mind, licenses are legal, not lawful. Should the marriage fail, their divorce must now be decided by and through the state's corporate court by a corporate judge. And the judge's first and foremost concern is the interest of the state. You didn't need a license, but since you went and got one, the corporate state became your master and you the slave.
But ultimately, a license is basically like a certificate in a sense, or like it's just there to help you do illegal shit, basically. That's the best way to put it. But he gonna break it down way deeper. He gonna bring out a book, a reference, and all kind of shit. But it's a lot of shit that I've been learning, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, that shit got me like, that shit really got me in my fucking head, like deep in my fucking mind lately, like too deep in my shit. Like, it's scary, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like, the way I've been thinking about shit is just like, I can't even explain it, man. Anyways, go to my YouTube, check the video out. It ain't up yet, but it'll be up in the next 10 minutes or so. So y'all gotta start doing more research. Y'all gotta start going to learn shit. The shit that they showing y'all is not the shit that it's the shit they want y'all to know, so y'all don't get to know the shit that they don't want y'all to know. In other words, anything that's just given to you for the most part, sometimes it's bullshit. You gotta go find this information on your own. They not gonna give you the information that could save your life, save your family, and empower you. It's not gonna happen. So if you want power, if you want respect, if you want wisdom, knowledge, and all this other stuff, you have to go get it, man. They not gonna give it to you at all. You have to do some reading. I don't even like fucking reading, but guess what? I have to read daily. Even if it's just for 15 minutes, I have to read something because that's where everything at, books. If you don't like, do audio books, but I advise you to just read because the audio book won't do no justice to actually reading some shit. But hey, make